In this third video for our review of the Lord's Prayer, the very last petition, the seventh petition, deliver us from evil, we talked about in our previous video how that means, Lord, take me home now. I want to be in heaven right now with you, but according to God's timing. If that's the case, I want to ask you this question today. Are you ready to go to heaven? Go ahead and take a moment going around as your family and talking with one another. Ask yourselves, are you ready to go to heaven? If you could go this very minute, would you? And would you want to go there right now? Right? Or are there things on earth that you want to do first? Some people talk about a bucket list before they die. What do you think? If you could go right now to be with God forever, be in heaven, would you go? Or what's keeping you from not wanting to go right away? As you think about that and talk about that, let me just share with you this encouraging passage from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. The Apostle Paul, in quoting the Old Testament, says, "No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him." No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him. From the scriptures and in previous videos, then, our whole goal, this whole life of ours, we are readying ourselves to be with the Lord. That's what we desire. That's what we pray for. We want to be there right now. If there's anything in this life that we haven't gotten to do yet, that we feel like, I wouldn't want to miss out on this or that or whatever, then we are failing to understand what God has prepared the moment he takes us to be with him. I guarantee in that moment when we're with him, we would think back to our bucket lists and say, how stupid, how foolish of us to think that there's anything in this life that would be better than being with God in heaven. And yet, that's our struggle, isn't it? That's our struggle throughout our life. We get so focused on the things of this life that we would rather be here. We're often like Lot's wife who, when the angel said, flee from Sodom and Gomorrah, it's going to be destroyed. Do not even look back. She could not help but look back. And in that, she showed that she was very worldly minded, that she really had no faith in God. This petition guards us from having that mindset, that there's something in this life that we should so desire that's better than being with God and being in heaven. So just think about those things. You can have a wish list of things you want to do, but don't ever wish to do these things so much that you would rather be here than in heaven. So we're going to talk a little bit about why it is good for us to yet be here, why we know in the fifth commandment, right, do not murder, why we would never hurry up our time in this life so that we can be with God. That is not his will. So when we pray, deliver us from evil, we leave it to him for the right timing. With that, we will conclude with any more discussion that you might have about if you are ready to go to heaven right now, and if not, how we can prepare ourselves in thinking through these beautiful passages, like what we find here, how Paul says in Philippians, it's better to be with Christ, to live is Christ, but to die is gain, to really adopt that mindset. In that will be of much good to others in this life, especially those who maybe are a little too earthly minded. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.